The number one cause of death in the world is said to be heart disease, which claims over 500,000 people every year. But on the surface, you can say that heart disease is the number one cause of death. There's levels to it. On a purely human level, you could say heart disease is the number one cause of death in the world every single year. But if you go deeper, and I'm not going to go as deep as you can go. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go to the next level. There's a level deeper than this. But let's go to the next level. At the next level, the number one cause of death is food. Or, let me say it better than that. It's what our government, it's what these companies, these corporations is selling to us as food, which is not food at all, but that we've been brainwashed into believing is food. What most people in this world calls food is the number one cause of death in the world. It's not heart disease. Where does the heart disease come from? You're not fucking born with it. It comes from the so-called foods that you're eating. That's where it comes from, because this shit is not food at all. It's poison. It's toxic. The shit is known to contribute to heart disease. It's known to cause and promote the growth of heart disease. And we've been so brainwashed as a society that we don't even know what food is. We don't even know what food is. Pizza is not food. Potato chips is not food. Hamburgers is not food. Cheese is not food. Cake, pies, donuts, that shit is not food. Lasagna, tacos. I know I'm hurting feelings right now. Roast beef, corned beef sandwiches, subs, wraps. This shit is not food. It's all toxic. It's all poison. You can't find none of that shit growing on a tree. Food for humans grows on trees or vines out the ground. That's food for us, for human beings. Food is not manufactured in a laboratory. Food is not a fucking science experiment. Food is not man-made. Man cannot create food. Only God can create food. So, most people throughout the world It's not even eating food, not eating food at all. And if the human body wasn't designed to heal itself, if it wasn't designed to regenerate, if it wasn't designed to repair, to seek out sickness, disease, and heal it, if it wasn't designed to self-restore, we'd all be dead long time ago. I'm not an exception. Most of my life, I didn't eat right. Most of my life, I never ate food. So I'd be dead too. It's only because the body is infused with the intelligence of the Creator. And that intelligence is programmed to seek and destroy any foreign matters in the body, toxins, impurities, and eliminate them. That's the only reason we still live, after poisoning ourselves every single day. That's the only reason we're still living. But at some point, it gets too much for the body. The body can't keep up with how often you're poisoning it. And so then you start showing symptoms. And the symptoms usually start off light, and they should be taken as warnings. But we've been so programmed to believe that these symptoms are normal. It's just part of getting older. I was born with this. It's genetics, hereditary. It's in my DNA, all this bullshit. Like, we've been programmed to believe this shit. And we believe this bullshit. And so we start showing symptoms. We go to these quacks in these hospitals, and they put us on drugs, some toxic, poisonous ass drugs that don't do nothing but poison you further and cause more problems in the body, that you may eventually need to go back to the quack and get more drugs for something else. When all the while, all you need to do, if you knew the truth, just fucking stop poisoning yourself. It's as simple as that. You're having these symptoms because you're poisoning yourself. Symptoms are signs, are the evidence of food poisoning. It's a clear sign that you're putting shit in your body that you're not supposed to be putting in your body. Like, fuck the research. Fuck the studies. Fuck the statistics. Your body is talking to you. Your body is telling you you're doing something wrong. Like, what's the symptom? Your fucking hair falling out? That shit ain't normal. Fuck you got hair for in the first place? If it was just meant to fall out. It's not meant to fall out. Your hair falls out because you've poisoned yourself so much that your hair can no longer live in that environment. You need glasses. Like, these are some, like, these things I'm mentioning, these are some things that people just don't even consider as an issue. Just normal. So you got poor vision, you need glasses, you wear glasses, contacts, whatever. That shit ain't normal. That is evidence that you are poisoning your body. And it's fucking with your vision. Like, people think shit like arthritis is normal. It's a part of aging. No, it's not. It's because you've poisoned your body for so long, and your body tried to eliminate the poisoning as you put it in, and it was just too much. It couldn't eliminate it all. Because, if you're eating several times a day, say if you eat like they say you should eat, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're poisoning yourself 3 times a day, every single day. You're self-harming. It's slow suicide. You're really killing yourself slowly. And that may sound ridiculous, but that's just because you're ignorant. Like, if that doesn't make sense to you, it's because you're ignorant. It's because you're brainwashed. It's because you're blind, you're lost, you're confused, you're deceived. But that's what's happening. Heart disease, the number 1 cause of death. Cancer, the number 2 cause of death. No. Food, or what else can I call it? Because it's not food. But the bullshit that's being sold to us by these big corporations as food is not food at all. It's full of drugs, toxins, poisons, and chemicals that they poison you over the long term. They fuck with the chemical reactions in your body. They fuck with you spiritually. They make you sick. Like, do you understand when I say they know? Like, let this marinate. They know what they're putting in these products cause heart disease. They know, they've researched it. Without a doubt, these chemicals, these preservatives, these dyes, these artificial flavors, these flavor enhancers, these artificial sweeteners, these salts, this artificial salt, they know this shit causes heart disease. They know it. They've proven it. And they use it. And they sell it to you. They know this shit is linked to cancer. They know without a doubt that the shit that they're putting in these products are linked to cancer. They know it. And they put it in there anyway and sell it to you. And they tell you that it's good. It's fucking poison. All these fucking kids out here with ADHD being diagnosed, like in the schools with ADHD. Look at their diet. How much red dye 40 are they consuming? It's in the fucking candy. Kids love candy. Kids eat a lot of candy. The average kid is eating a lot of fucking candy. Red dye 40 is in the candy. It's in the cereals. Kids love cereal. Red dye 40 has been proven to cause ADHD. It's been proven. These are not things they're unsure about. These are things that they know, and they still put it in their products and sell it to you. And they present it to you in a way to make it look good for you. The bright color packaging. They'll find one good thing about their product and put it in big letters on the front of the package. All the other shit, They not telling you that. I'm just saying they know. They already know. None of this shit is food. Candy is not food. Cereal is not food. You're not supposed to be consuming dairy at all, in no form. Cheese, milk, cow's milk is not something that you should be drinking, period. And it's amazing to me that that is not just common fucking sense, because you are not a fucking cow. But again, the brainwashing, the programming, they've told us over and over and over, milk does the body good. No, it don't. No, it don't. Milk builds strong bones and teeth. No, it don't. Milk builds weak bones and teeth. Milk is linked to osteoporosis. They don't tell you that in them fucking commercials. They don't tell you about the 135 plus million fucking pus cells in that fucking milk, the feces, the growth hormone. And who knows what the fuck else is in it? Fucking blood. They don't tell you about that shit. I'm just saying that what you are consuming is not food at all. It would be like having a car and putting the wrong gas in it from the day you bought it. That car is not gonna last long. And cars are not designed to repair themselves. Again, the only reason you living as long as you living is because your body is constantly working to remove the fucking toxins and the poisons from it. You your greatest enemy. You're not working with your body. You're working against your body. This is why you get sick. You're not cooperating with the body. You're making the body's job extremely difficult by just overloading it with toxic chemicals and poisons. That's what it is. People ain't going to the hospital because they eat fruit. There is nobody in the hospital ever that has been in a hospital because they've been eating fruit for 3 years. Because they've eaten nothing but fruit for 3 years and it's never fucking happened. Show me some documentation. Fruit is what you're supposed to eat. Ain't nobody got heart disease because they eat fruit. Ain't nobody getting cancer because they eat fruit. Ain't nobody getting diabetes because they eat fruit. Nobody's getting sick off of fruit. Fruit is food. This bullshit in the grocery stores, that's not food. I get that it's not common sense to most people, but it's only not common sense because we've been brainwashed and people are still operating under that brainwashing, that mental programming. That's the only reason this don't make sense. But you gotta be hearing this and like just thinking like, well, he ain't lying. Just read a fucking label on the shit that you buy. Read the labels on the shit that you buy. You don't got to fucking contest me or try to debate me. Just read the labels on the shit you buy. That's all you got to do. That'll answer everything right there. You'll clearly see. And it's really interesting to me that they put the labeling on the packaging. They put most of the ingredients on there. And a lot of that shit is shit you can't even pronounce and you don't know what the fuck it is. But they put it on the shit that you buy and you still buy it. Like, you won't even flip the fucking package over and read what the fuck you're putting in your body. You don't even ask, like, what's in this? Like, it don't even matter. Like, it's of the utmost unimportance. Like, it's totally irrelevant. That's your ignorance. That's your stupidity. Because it's very important. It's of the utmost importance if you care about your health. Now, if you don't care, then yeah, of course, it don't matter. But if you care, it fucking matters. And you need to start paying attention to that if you're not. So, I'm gonna wrap that up, man. Let me, if you got thoughts on that, if you got something to say about that, let me hear it.